What's up, everybody? Man, it's your boy, Mr. Duga, coming at y'all with another video, man. And today, man, I'm going to preview and predict Saturday afternoon's game between the number 2, that's right, number 2 ranked LSU Tigers and the Mississippi State Bulldogs over there in Starkville, Mississippi, home of the annoying cowbells, yo. It's raining today, so pouring down a lot of rain today, man, which we hope to do on Mississippi State season Saturday. Before I get into this video, man, for everybody, if y'all want to follow me on Instagram or y'all want to send me a friend request on Facebook, man, my Instagram and Facebook information will be down in the description box. Y'all go and check it out. Give me a follow on Instagram and send me a friend request on Facebook, yo. First, man, I'm gonna start off with the Mississippi State Bulldogs, man. They coming in with a 3-3 record. They got wins over Louisiana Lafayette, Southern Miss, and who's the other? Oh, Kentucky at home, yo. They got 3 losses against Kansas State at home. They went to the Plains in Auburn and got blown out. And last week they had a real ugly loss on the road against a Tennessee team that's starting to play with a little bit of life, yo, since they changed their quarterback. And, you know, a game where the coach, Moorhead, came out and said, you know, I suck right now, and, you know, got a little emotional and, you know, promised to turn the program around and things like that. I mean, it's a long way from the Dan Mullen days, man, honestly, bro. Like I said, Dan Mullen I think is an exceptional coach, along with Ty Grantham as a defensive coordinator. And I think it's going to be a while for Mississippi State to replace him, yo. Especially now, some of that Dan Mullen talent now is starting to, you know, go on to the NFL, man. They lost a lot of players, man. They lost a lot of players. You know, they lost Jonathan Abrams, you know, they lost Montez Sweat, and they lost Jeffrey Simmons, you know, guys who were 3 first-round picks, man, from last season, yo. Now, they do have one really good defensive back in Cameron Dantzler. You know, he's a very, very talented DB, man, a guy LSU going to have to keep their eyes on and watch out for. And, you know, they got an okay defense, man. They didn't really show it in that Auburn game. In that Louisiana Lafayette game neither, man. But, you know, there's some talent over there is what I'm trying to say. They changed their quarterbacks, man. Coming into the season, I thought it would have been the Louisiana native, Keontae Thompson. But, you know, he really didn't get a chance to play. He went with, Moorhead went with Tommy Stevens, a guy who he coached over there at Penn State who, you know, apparently he's been playing well, and he's benched as, was it Garrett Shredham? I'm probably saying his name wrong. He's going to get the start for Mississippi State against LSU on Saturday. Like I said, they're a mess right now, man. Which is funny why early in the season, I remember before the season started, you had ESPN, FPI actually picking LSU to go to Starkville and lose this game. I guess what they're thinking of is the game a couple of years ago when, honestly, man, Mississippi State just completely ran LSU out of that place, man. But it was Dan Mullen, it was Ty Grantham, it was Nick Fitzgerald, and there was a lot of those guys on defense that, you know, that got it done. But yeah, man, the program, they're struggling right now, man. And it's a good time for LSU to go out there and get themselves a win, man. As far as LSU, huge win over the Florida Gators at home on Saturday night. I was there. The atmosphere was electric. It was just a great place to be, man, on Saturday night, man. The offense, which a lot of people was wondering that, yeah, the offense looks great, but they haven't played a defense at the caliber of Florida. And they went out there and they showed you that this offense is for real, man. Not only did Jambalaya Joe go 21 for 24 with like 293 yards, the same amount of touchdowns as incompletions. not only that, we ran the ball effectively, man. Clyde Edwards-Helaire had over 100 yards rushing. And granted, Florida, they top two defensive ends, missed a good bit of this game. But LSU offensive line held it down. They did not sack Jambalaya Joe one time, And they opened up holes for the run lane as the offensive line just played a magnificent game, Coming into this game, man, now the one thing I will say, this is the ultimate definition of a trap game, man. When you got, coming off of the emotional win at home against a really good Florida team, you got the matchup next week in Death Valley with a very good Auburn team, and obviously we know what looms after that is the huge showdown on the road in Tuscaloosa with an Alabama team that has beaten us 8 times in a row. So this game is easy for LSU to overlook this opponent, man. To come in here, be lackadaisical. It's on the road, Mississippi State, if that team get going, could be a hostile crowd with those cowbells, So, I mean, LSU, we got to come out there, man, and we got to handle business. We got to go out there, run the ball, move the ball offensively, and I think this is a week that the defense could kind of start righting the ship a little bit. After Florida went up and down the field on us in that first half and the first possession of the third quarter, LSU gave up yards, but they tightened up and settled in, and came up with stops when they needed to. One of the reasons they put Marcel Brooks in on third down passing situations to use his speed to get around the tackles to get after the quarterback, It looks like a new wrinkle we have. Now, obviously, he's not big enough or seasoned enough yet to play first or second down and go up against the run. But in obvious passing situations, man, his speed could really help us out getting around the edge to the quarterback, Not for my prediction, man. Like I said, obviously this is an ultimate trap game. But Mississippi State is reeling right now, man. It's a program that's trying to find itself right now. From the Dan Mullen days, I think LSU goes in there, man. I think LSU take care of business, man. I got LSU winning this game. I'm going to go with a score of 38-17, man. I think LSU wins this game 38-17. And get back on track a little bit defensively, man. I think we give up a couple of plays, but for the most part, I think we do well defensively. And I think offense does just enough, man. They don't quite get to the 40-50 mark, but I think we'll put up 38 points, man, win this game very comfortably, getting ready for another showdown next week at Death Valley with Auburn, But with that being said, man, that's all I got for y'all today. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Go on, hit the like button for your boy and give me a subscribe, man. I'm going to have LSU and NCAA football content throughout the year. Also, this coming Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Pacific, I will do a live Q&A. Y'all can come on there, ask me anything. I'll answer your questions and give you a shout out on the live, Y'all have a blessed one. Go Tigers.